Two decorators and a microphone. The UK's first painting and decorating podcast with Trev and Ryan.
Hello again.
Good morning. How are we doing?
Good morning. I suppose it is morning at 6 o'clock.
Well, if you upload it this week, second week in a row, that's failed to upload it.
It wasn't the second week, it was the first week. Oh, are you going to have fizzy pop?
I'm having grown-up fizzy pop, a monster. You got to be over 18.
I do apologise for Ryan's burping later on in the show then.
Yeah, it's almost as if there's not a desk in front of you that's got mute buttons on it.
Mate, if you can't behave like a grown-up human being, then why should I have to...
grown-up boy.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, hello. Turn that back up.
Still going with the intro. I don't know if we got any...
What emails?
Well, I mean, I decided this week to have the week off, so Dad's got all the topics this week.
Oh, thanks.
As in, I was still working, but...
We've got a special guest this week.
Yeah, do we?
Yeah, we do.
When are we getting them involved?
We've got Mr. Mears on the show because he's got a... What else we got? He's got something he's launching in the next few weeks.
Can you turn the music off, please? Thank you.
I'll turn it down a little bit. We were talking about... Did we talk about that on the podcast, about Chris Morse?
What?
Well, about how good he is. You think, he comes out with... He said, like you said, if you listen to one Chris Morse show, you probably listen to them all.
Can you turn the music off, please?
Can we have it down a little bit?
Why do we need it on?
It's because it's nice having it underneath, isn't it?
No, it's not. People listen to a podcast. They don't want to listen to music. They want to listen to music. They'd listen to music.
Well, probably wouldn't they?
Turn me up, Ted.
Fucking
like 2 or 3 clicks.
I'll tell you what, it'd be a good idea if we did...
On number one.
Be a good idea if we did this before the show, wouldn't it? I'm not even touching it.
Oh, yeah. No. Oh, yeah. Yeah, that'll do. Thank you.
No, oh, dear.
What?
No, it's just you, isn't it?
No, it's always me.
Just high demand all the time. What, you won?
Yeah, it's done. It's fine.
Yeah, but I can't. Now you're a bit loud for me.
How does turning up my headphones affect your headphones?
I don't know what I'm doing.
No, you don't.
So anyway, back to the show.
Right. On it again.
What a week.
Yeah. Well, I mean, like I say... You've got the backpack on this week. Well, you carry us. What you got? Go on.
I feel like last week I didn't really put a lot of effort in.
Well, yeah. I mean, by the fact that the podcast was uploaded on Friday, says that you didn't put much effort in.
Well, what I do is I download and upload. I upload a podcast to the server. Put that away.
I'm doing my belt back up.
Thanks. I upload the podcast to the server over the weekend and then schedule it for 6 o'clock on a Monday morning.
Right.
So, however, what I did do, I think, was put all the details in the... Not that I put a lot of details and descriptions in the description, but anyway, did all that, uploaded it all, but failed to attach the...
actual podcast.
To the audio to the post. Well. So, anyway, better late than never.
Did tell you on, I think, Tuesday that you didn't upload the podcast.
Yeah, but I didn't believe you.
Show. So.
You've got access to it. You could actually... No, you couldn't, because you haven't got the audio.
No.
This is really interesting. Why are you scratching around?
What have you got?
Right.
Come on, let's go.
Okay.
Let's get into it.
We've got a special guest this week.
Yep.
John Mears.
We've said that already.
We've said that. We're going to talk about... immediately getting beaten up on a Monday morning by scaffolders.
Yep.
Puppies.
Yeah. I know you like puppies.
Yeah, not those sort of puppies, unfortunately. I had an interesting call from a customer.
Yeah.
Regarding...
Do you actually want to go into any of these, or are we just going to list them?
I'm just going through the broad topics, and people, if they think it's interesting, they may stay listening. If not, they might go.
They're probably going to go anyway now.
Exactly.
After this intro.
Yeah. Good news is, I don't think there's a good, the bad, and the ugly this week, is there?
Good. No, I don't think there is.
You must have something to get fucked, because I certainly have got something that can get fucked.
No, or like I say, I've got nothing.
Well,
I've got nothing. The only thing
nothing.
I've got 2 notes written down on mine.
So what have you got? What are you bringing to the party?
I've got. So get to this job.
Hang on, is it a topic?
Apparently, the woman is extremely picky, and when they say that, they tend to not be very fucking picky, because they'll say they are, but actually they, again, just like most customers, don't know a good or bad finish if it kicked them in the teeth. She's really picky, yet you go there and there's paint all over frames, and,
Oh, yeah, I did turn up at this job, and it wasn't very...
Yeah.
It wasn't...
Picky my arse.
I think maybe picky in places.
Yeah, not the places where the paint's not supposed to be.
Anyway.
Yeah, so we get there, and I was just prepping on the first day and stand up on the hop-up, and I'm looking down the wall, and I think what they've done, because it's one of these ones where they had ammonite on the walls and grey skirting, I think they picked up the grey skirting colour and started cutting the wall in with it. And then instead of sorting that out, picked up the actual wall colour and started cutting in with that, because halfway down the wall the cutting in changes, the sheen changes, the colour changes. Yeah. God, that was good. You actually got the right... Whew. Crazy.
Chris Moles, look out.
I've never seen that before. I've been listening to, because I've been working alone quite a bit this week. I've been listening to a podcast called The Age of Napoleon. So talk about Napoleon a little bit if you fancy.
Are these the two subjects that you're bringing to the table?
No, the other one is I've got a shit take of the week.
Oh, that's all right. Well, don't pick too soon. We've already got we've gone through 50% of your content, Ryan. So just
let's
slow
go through
down.
A bit of yours.
Well, I'm still going, and you interrupted.
Are you still listening? Fuck! I want to know what you've got from Sainsbury's. Eggs, bread, milk.
Ryan,
do we need any sugar? Tea bags, coffee.
It's building up.
Jam. We need some more margarine.
It's building up the tension and the interest in the job, in the podcast.
Gosh.
Okay. No one can hear you.
Did I say eggs? Do we need eggs? We need eggs.
So,
need some freezer bits like chicken dippers.
Oh, I do like chicken dippers. They're nice and nice.
Should we get some potatoes, carrots, onions.
Right,
Have we got any more garlic left?
Can we stop?
Garlic. Oh, I thought we were just doing the same fucking thing.
No, we're not. We're actually going through the topics.
A list.
No, we're not. It's how proper podcasts do shit, Ryan.
Yeah, we're not a proper podcast. 80 fucking whatever 7 episodes in, we're not a proper podcast.
Right, I've only got another 5 to get. Come on.
Go on, keep going then.
I told you I felt like I didn't contribute much last week, so I thought I'd make an extra effort. And everything I've done this week, I've written it down. I went to the toilet. And something that's...
Oh, there's 5 left. Keep going.
Something is quite interesting is about Brewers and getting a colour scanned. I found that out this week to my cost. There's 2 topics about Brewers this week. That's one of them. The other one, I'm saving for the extras. Oh, I went to look at another job this week. and all I'm going to say is it pays not to assume what the couples are. Oh, Scuffex.
Well, finally! Fucking how many years are you on to that one? Jesus Christ. Train's not only left the station, it's got to the other end of the tracks, turned round, come back, picked you the fuck up, and then started going again.
It left as a steam train.
Yeah.
It's come back as a bullet train. Right, last one.
HS2 has been built in the time that it's taken you to start using fucking Scuffex.
The last one is sort of two in one, really. It's what can get fucked, and a topic about Brewers pricing, but we're going to talk about that much later.
That was thank you for joining us, and next week,
I don't know
10 minutes to get through your fucking list.
I don't know what time we're at because I haven't got my clock online.
Well, just press back.
Yeah, but then I lose my things, don't I? Oh, hang on.
Oh, for fuck. Can we start going through your list, please? You spent 15 minutes listing it off.
Or shall we get John on the show and...
do you want to do John first?
Shall we...
jamies.co.uk.
Well, maybe if you...
check out his blog. It's all free. Does give some good free advice. And I think he's sort of clocked on that giving away free advice doesn't make you any money. So he's trying to...
I don't think it's that so much. I think he's given away so much for free.
Yeah, I mean... The best way to support him of giving away all of this content.
Oh, it's ringing.
Hello.
Hello.
Ah, talking to the devil. Hi, John.
Straight in, live.
Live and direct.
We don't
Lock down your aerial.
Can you hear that all right?
Live and direct with MC Winder.
Winder.
MC
Winder.
That's as bad as your accent. You're Jamaican / Welsh accent.
Well, we thought we'd phone you first, John, because Ryan's come to the podcast this week with fuck all. Absolutely nothing.
I've just come with charisma, charm, and good fucking looks.
And all he's managed to bring with him is a can of Monster. Oh, God. Yeah.
Have you not learnt your lesson yet, right?
Yeah.
He's got the desk, mate. He can mute me.
Oh, no, yeah. Don't do that. Anyway, John, thank you for joining us on the show. We could have given you a big intro like you intro us on your show. Well, that's me on your show, but John Mears, top-selling author.
Ice to Eskimos, sand to Saudis.
Exactly. Anything else, Ryan?
Burgers to Americans. I don't know.
No, not the analogies.
Okay.
The intro. No.
No, this was all planned by you. Like I said, I'm taking a back seat on this one. I'm having a week off.
No, but you really are, aren't you?
Yeah. Oh yeah, I am definitely.
When
when I say I'm taking a back seat, I'm very firmly in the back seat, duvet over me, having a kit.
Yeah, you really are. Anyway, John, we thought we'd get you on the show because you've got some good news. Oh, it's an exclusive, isn't it? Have you told anybody else about this yet?
It's probably told Fix.
Probably told Fix.
Fix got the exclusive.
Yeah, I bet they did.
But I still love you guys. You're still my number one girls, yeah?
Yeah, you're just a slut.
Dear. Yes, so I have. Thank you for, the wonderful introduction.
Exactly.
I am launching a free webinar and a training course. Let's use the magic of podcast. It's going out on Monday, isn't it? So,
Yep.
Thursday, 7 p.m, I'm going to be doing a free webinar called the 28-Day Marketing Plan for Decorators. It's just under an hour long, and it's going to tell you everything you need to know to build a marketing plan for your painting and decorating business. Basically, I'm doing it. It's in two parts. So I've made an online course, which is going to be available, and that breaks it down into 28 videos, which takes you through step by step and exactly how to do this. But that's a chargeable option. But I wanted to make it available to everyone, so I'm going to do a free webinar, which is basically going to tell you exactly how to do it in just under an hour. You'll have to do a lot of work yourself, but I'm going to make it so that even if you don't want to buy the full training course, I'm going to give you all the information you need to go away and do it yourself. And then if you want the option to have the step-by-step guide right through the whole thing, there's going to be an online course available for it.
And that's one of the things I appreciate about you, John, is that you are, as much as you're charging for the full in-depth thing, you're not missing out anything so much by going with the free one. It's just a little bit more guidance and a little bit more step-by-step detailed view if you want to spend money, but you don't have to. And
I think it's a lot about, I think a lot of people, as you go through life, you realise that you actually do get what you pay for, don't you? Mm-hmm. If the more you sort of tend to pay, the better the quality of the information you get. So sometimes it is well worth it. And I'd just like to say, when John was putting his course together, he helped me, or we went through the marketing plan together, didn't we, John?
We did, yeah. You were really helpful with it, but I want to say, I appreciate you saying that. It's it was quite important to me that basically the webinar is going to be, this is how you do it. If you want to go away and do it yourself, then brilliant, go away and do it yourself. You've got all the information you need. But the full online course is like 7-8 hours of content and downloads and stuff like that. That's, I can't just put an 8-hour video up onto YouTube and give that away. So they're your options. There's an in-depth step-by-step guide if you want it, and but if you don't want to pay for it, then you can do the work and get all the information for free, essentially.
So,
but yeah,
the full complete course, how much are we looking to pay for that?
It's going to be a launch price of £99, and that is going to be for 4 days. You'll be able to get that price. The regular price is then going to be £249. So I've tried to make it as affordable as possible. Yeah, and I wanted to do a big launch discount, but I've trialled it with a couple of people. The basis of the marketing plan is what I use for my business. So it's designed for people that haven't got time for marketing, basically. It will take you 15 minutes a day for 28 days to set it up, and then after that it is almost zero maintenance. So it's how I work my business, so that I don't have to sit at a laptop for hours every day after work, and it'd be the same for obviously you guys as decorators working full time.
And where are we going to get it from?
So I've put it on to an online hosting platform called Thinkific. But don't you worry, because on Thursday when I launch it, it's going to be everywhere. I will be blasting it everywhere and letting you know exactly where you can get it. So basically, I'm going to launch the free webinar. Everyone can watch that, get all that for free, and then there'll just be the option underneath. If you want to take the deep dive course on it, then you can just click the button and sign up for it.
I think we've got a link as well that we can put in the description. Haven't we, John?
Beautiful.
You have got a link.
Yeah. So we can put a link.
I thought sort you out because you were integral. You had a fair bit of a success for it. Like in the first week, you ended up getting a deal, didn't you?
I worked through it with John to sort of be a bit of a guinea pig, and I was amazed at how well it worked. Like John said, in the first week, I got a job through from it for £4,000.
And you're booked up now. You were booking in outsides for next year already, aren't you?
Yeah. And bearing in mind, this was... When did we start it, John? About February, end of January, beginning of February?
Yeah.
So, I mean, to be honest, it wasn't the best time of the year either, was it? It was, the quiet... Well, it was. It was the quiet times of the year. And to get a £4,000 job out of... I think we launched the campaign on the Tuesday... And by the Friday, I'd been out, seen the job, and like I say, been given an order for £4,000. So it was, it really works well. Not only that, it wasn't only that. I also then got asked to go and see somebody about writing a monthly blog. It was a sort of an interiors company, and they used to the company owner used to write a blog about decorating and interiors and stuff like that. And she said, "I've got no time for it, but if you want to take it on." And I think she's got something like some sort of like 30 or 40 sort of people go to her website a month. So admittedly, not all of them are going to be local, but again, it's a good way to get exposure and, to be seen as a sort of a bit of an expert. So although it may not actually give you a financial benefit straight away, there's definitely other benefits of doing the course. But
the main one is that you got a job out of it, which will pay back even not the initial nice, well value for money $99.99 course. Yeah. Even the $249, it would cover that.
Yeah,
in
absolutely.
the first job, easy enough. Make it back straight away.
And another thing I like about this is you're in control. I'm a big believer in that you need to be in control of the leads you get. Don't go, Checker Trade's all right, but if Checker Trade stopped trading tomorrow, basically you're fucked, because where are you going to get your leads from if that's what you're relying on? My Builder, same thing. Bidvine, Bark, all those sort of lead generation places are great, but you're not in control. Whereas with your system, John, you are in control of exactly what you do. And also,
this is it.
Before I go much further, I still haven't done the biggest step of your course, which is the Facebook ads. I've not even started that yet.
Yeah.
So yeah.
So you're sort of alluding to it, but so I'll let the listeners in on. That sounds a bit corny. Anyway, yeah. So let the listeners in on what the course is based on. So it's based on email marketing, and obviously the brilliant thing of email marketing, like you said, is it puts you in control. So for me, there are 6 key steps for a good marketing plan. Number one that you talk about quite a lot on the show is identifying your target audience, knowing who your ideal customer is, finding them. Step 2 is then to attract them to your website. Step 3 is to capture them. So with this plan, we capture their email addresses so that you can then nurture them and keep in contact with them and educate them. Step 4. Step 5 is turn them into buyers, and then step 6, turn them into repeat customers and brand advocates. And there's Facebook ads and Instagram and all these other marketing tools then become tools to help you build your email list, because email will always be free. You'll always own that information, and it protects you from things like if you're using Facebook ads and Facebook decides we're going to double our prices tomorrow, you're in trouble. The same with if you're advertising in a parish magazine and they decide to double their prices. This means that you have got all your customer information, you've got their email addresses and the whole plan will then work for you for free.
And I think that's the other thing that you're bringing into the game as well, is that a lot of people still advertise in parish magazines because that's the way they've always done it. But things have changed quite a bit in the last 5-10 years, especially with regards to marketing and how now everyone is on social media. It's not just, kids and teenagers and youngsters that are on the internet. Everyone and their nan's on Facebook now. So it's bringing your company into the 21st century and using the same techniques that big companies use to get work, but you can apply those techniques still, even if you're just a one-man band. You can still apply those techniques, and it sounds like through your course, apply them with quite a bit of ease. You say it's quite low effort, low input sort of marketing. Once you've gone through that initial 28-day setup, it sort of keeps itself ticking over.
That's it. You can almost not touch it after you've done the initial setup. It's one of those, as you say, the marketing and the tools that are available, social media and everything like that, is constantly changing, and it will continue to change. But something that I believe will stay constant for a long, long time is email. There's over 4 billion email addresses. The more people have email addresses than are on Facebook or anything like that. So it is the biggest platform. It's free, and you are in control of it. So no matter what changes with other tools, whether it's new social media networks or whatever the future might hold, this plan will adapt so that you can use those new tools to bring people back to your email marketing plan. So it's as close as you can come to a future-proof marketing solution, which is what you want, because when you're working all day, the last thing you want to be doing is spending loads and loads of time on marketing. So when you can put a plan in place and know it's going to last a long time, it just it's one less thing to worry about, isn't it?
Exactly. And I know I can hear people say now, I've got plenty of work, but I don't need to advertise. I've got loads of work at the moment. And I think that is the ideal time to start marketing, because you want to keep yourself busy. And also, if you're busy, you've got the residual money, hopefully, to be able to invest in something in the future, because we don't know what's going to happen, do we? Everybody, this bubble will burst eventually, and why are you smiling, Ryan?
Nothing. No, crack on.
But it will, and I think you do need to invest in yourself and your business, and and maybe just help secure your
And in reality, you'll quite happily drop 250 quid on my paintbrush over a weekend by the time, you spent 30 quid and it's 45 quid for free delivery, and then you're 250 quid deep, and that's just in brushes and bloody tape. So instead of buying more brushes and more rollers, spend $99.99 on John Mears' course.
And also, if it is 15 minutes a day, then you might even be lucky enough to get sort of like your teenage daughter or your missus to be able to help you out, and you photograph the work or whatever, or whatever you want, or put a basic outline together, and they could help. They could do it for you during the day, so you might not even have to do it when you come home.
On a completely different note, John, completely going off on a different direction. Did you watch the qualifying just now?
Yeah.
F1 news.
What do you reckon on Charles Leclerc's chances tomorrow? Do you reckon he's properly shagged his gearbox, or you reckon they'll be able to make it go?
I think they're going to be able to make it go, aren't they? And it doesn't really matter if it's even that fast.
I don't think he hit the back of it that hard, so I don't think that gearbox has gone too bad.
We were being so professional.
Well, this is still people like F1 news, mate.
Do they?
Yeah.
Maybe we need to get ourselves.
The only reason I listen is F1 news.
Oh, thanks, John.
And your good looks there.
Yeah.
I had a bet with Joe whether Danny Ricciardo is going to finish above Lando. I reckon Lando's he might be in for a podium this weekend.
You reckon?
Yeah, I reckon if there's enough of a fight up front. I don't know.
You like a little dabble.
So I got a £20 bet with him that Lando's going to finish ahead of Daniel Ricciardo. I think Lando's come into his own this year.
He still hasn't answered my Instagram post.
Very good.
So it is Thursday the 27th at 7 p.m, John?
7 p.m, it's going to go live, yeah. And yeah, as you said, the time for marketing and advertising and everything like that is when you're busy. That's probably one of the biggest problems I see is everybody waits until they're quiet before they start their whole marketing or advertising, and that's when you start throwing money at things and not getting the best value out of it.
No, because you start to panic, don't you? Absolutely, you think, oh my god, it's I think when you've got a bit of money, when you've got that cushion of sort of 2 or 3 months' work, then that's when you should actually invest a little bit of time and a bit of money, and get your marketing sorted out.
Yeah, and people think that marketing and advertising stuff is all about finding new customers and stuff like that, and obviously that is a big part of it. But it's also about strengthening relationships with your existing customers and getting more repeat work out of them. And marketing is everything, and it can it's what helps you charge more and make customers refer you on to more friends and family. So it's. I hope it can help. I hope it can help a lot of people. I've been working on it for a good few months now. So
you have been working very hard on it, and like I say,
in between appearances on Fix.
Well done, Ryan. Yeah, nice little jab in the ribs there. Well done.
Every time I'm on there, I do sort of just jump in with a follow at us and do decorating, but I think they just edit it out all the time.
Can you just chuck a fuck in there and just really ruin the whole show? Just call matey a cunt.
Yeah, but it's all pre-recorded, right? Wouldn't matter, would it? Yeah, it's not like when we did it when it was live. You know, when the professionals stepped up. It's all pre-recorded now, mate. That's why it's easy. An idiot could do it. On a slightly different note, I've got an idea for a blog post for the future.
Here we go. Yeah, go on.
Customer delight. Right? No, not
delight.
How to sort of
please your customers.
how to
make sure you leave their house making them feel satisfied.
Yeah, how to pleasure your customers. No, I read a topic about it the other day, and it's just about going that extra mile, doing those extra little bits that actually the customer doesn't expect. I just thought that might be a good topic for one of your future blogs, and you can have that for free. And you don't get that you don't get that sort of content from Fix, do you, Ryan?
Well, we'll know when John has a really, really low week.
When he uses
not much ideas when we see a blog post called "Pleasuring Your Customers."
No, but I just thought it was a good topic, because not many people. I don't think you've got to spend a fortune to actually make it's. I tell you what, this ties in with you as well. I got in touch with. Oh God, what are those people called? Right, the cards inside. Alliance for if you're looking for extra decorators, it's well worth getting in touch with Alliance. Seems like a really good company, and I've done really well. Spoke to a bloke called Adam. He's really looked after me. But however, I spoke to Adam, and he sorted me out. I'm all set up to hire or use decorators from them. And also, then through the post, I think yesterday, I got a little postcard. Thank you for using us.
Did you?
Yeah, thank you for using us.
They've been reading your blogs, John.
No, but thank you.
Lovely little touch. I like that.
Exactly, and it's don't forget you've got an 8-hour guarantee. And I thought, well, what a great idea. And why couldn't you, if you get a few of those printed up, send them out to your customers? Thank you for our quote. We sent it to you in the post. I hope you got it. We sent it through you on email. I hope you got it. Please remember X, Y, and Z. I thought that's, for the sake of putting a postcard in the post. And again, that goes back, that's sort of on the track of this customer delight sort of.
Absolutely. There's I finished a book the other day called Delivering Happiness by Tony Shea. And he built this company called Zappos, which is like a massive shoe retailer in the US. A few years back, they got bought by Amazon. But the whole company was built on customer service and delivering customer delight and that wow factor. And it was all about those little extra things that you weren't expecting. So if you were chatting with their online customer service, they would sort of just randomly upgrade you to next day shipping for free or something like that, or upgrade your account without you asking, just so that for everyone that happened to, they would then go off and tell all their friends about how great this company is. And
yeah,
it was all about everyone within the company was just given the freedom to, if you can do something to make a customer happy, then do it. And it was all about finding those little things, like you say. It doesn't need to be much, but they really stick out in a customer's mind, and it's the sort of thing they go off and tell their friends about. And as a marketing plan, delivering those little customer delights is superb.
And I think the secret is, well, from what I was reading, is that it's just to do stuff that you weren't expecting. Like I wasn't expecting a postcard through the post from them, and it's what would that cost? That's cost pence, and pence. It's and also nowadays with Moonpig or whatever, you could just get it set up, get a template set up, and then just put in the customer's address and send it. You've not even got to touch the bloody postcard. You could just get it sent. It'd be so easy to do, but I think it would have a big impact.
Yeah, it's quick, it's simple. There's who is it? There's a guy I know who he's got a load of branded mugs, and he leaves a branded mug with every customer.
I've said to do that. I've been thinking of that for ages. Because then, would you like a cup of tea? Yeah, I've got a mug for you, and you give it to them and just leave it there.
Yeah.
Or magnets for
fridges. Yeah, that sort of thing.
Key rings. Anything that can sort of keep you in their mind.
Yeah, no, it's
often the simple little things, like my car garage. They always put a little sticker in the top corner of my windscreen that's got their name, number, logo on, and when my next service is due with the mileage. And it's just that simple little thing means that, number one, I don't forget when my service is, but also I always go to them.
Yeah, we could do that with lounges.
I was thinking, because Wix do that thing where they sign it, don't they, when they put a kitchen in?
Yeah.
Whether you could do a little TJ logo or something in the bottom corner behind a sofa or something.
Yeah, but we could do a stick on the window and tell them that in 2 years' time they need their lounge redone. Be perfect.
Yeah.
Okay. Anything else, John, you need to tell us about before we let you go?
No, just big fan of the show. Follow S&D Decorated.
Thank you.
Dial Square.
Whoa! And Cap, are we going to go? Are we going to chuck in Caparol?
Well, no, he can't, can he?
Are we going to chuck in Caparol?
No, he can't.
Are we going to chuck in Caparol?
The other question, John, is
paint.
Thank you.
Have you spilt any more paint in the warehouse, or are you not allowed back in there anymore?
I've been banned from the warehouse now. It turns out I was just absolutely useless, and there's a reason why I'm not allowed to be near paint, because I'm far too clumsy.
You probably dropped more stock than you've sold.
100%. Part of the global shortage is the amount of matte white paint that I spill over. Did I even tell you about the second day I was in there, and we make these batches in 800-litre big drums, 800-litre drums.
Yeah.
And there's a little gate on the front that you obviously open to start filling it. And I just took the bolts off that, and it just started flying out.
John!
And you know those things where you do something and you think, how was I so stupid that I didn't realise that would happen?
I've definitely been there. We, before I was decorating, just labouring, we were tearing out a flat, and we were in the bathroom, sink was off, and there was a pipe with a little stop valve on it, nothing the other side of the stop valve. For some reason, I put a screwdriver in there and turn it, and there's water spraying up in the air, going everywhere. I'm like, why did I do that? Why? What went through my head to turn that?
The thing is, before my brain started working again, nearly 40 litres had gone all over me. All over the floor.
Oh my God.
Because I'll tell you what, it comes out fast when it's got 800 litres pushing down on it.
I can imagine.
Well, at least you've got your name to some new procedures now. You can look at the rules and go, that rule's there because I was an idiot.
Yeah, and you still made it to team leader.
Gareth Keenan, team leader.
Oh dear. Well, thanks for joining us, John, and good luck with your course. And like I say, if anyone's listening and they need a little bit of help with their marketing, then if you've judging on John's previous content, it can only be good.
Yeah, definitely.
Thank you, mate. Appreciate it.
All right,
lovely.
We'll catch up with you soon.
Till next time.
Cheers, John.
Guys.
Take care, mate. Bye.
Might want to hang up on your phone as well. That was John Mears, jmears.co.uk. Check out his blog. He's got his new course coming out on the 27th of May.
And we shall put a link in our show notes.
Yeah, in the show notes and probably on Instagram and places like that. It'll be well worth it. You just listen to us talk about it all, so you're not an idiot. You know what's going on. Anyway, what else have you got?
We're on 35. Should we give them a bit more this week, the free ones?
Give them a little bit more. You had a fucking full giant list going.
Yeah, I know, but, I don't want to peak too soon. Right, Monday morning, turned up to a new job.
And this is something I told you. I got told very early on because, again, back when I was labouring for a brickie, we were working there when the scaff showed up. Chatting away to him like, oh yeah, what did you do before you were scaffing? And he just turns to us and goes, oh yeah, I spent 4 years at one of Her Majesty's bed and breakfasts. And I'm like, oh right, yeah. And then Matt, the bloke I was working for, turns to me and goes, that's the exact reason you never pick a fight with a scaffolder. Because if you've seen what they lug about all day, and if you've seen what they're like, they will knock you the fuck out.
Turned up to the job on Monday, and where I was working, it was an absolute fucking shit to park. So basically, you drove down between two houses. There was a row of garages on one side, a row of garages on the other, and basically the car width in between them. So,
did you see the story I put up?
No. Am I watching it now? No, I'm not. So pull up, and there's a fucking scaffold lorry where I wanted to park. So drove up. I said, "Oi, mate!" I said, "You can't park there." Trying to be fucking funny at 7:30 on a Monday morning. What do you fucking mean? I said, "Well, I wanted to park there." He said, "Well, you can't." He said, I said, "How long are you going to be?" He said, "We're going to be here all fucking day." I said, "Well, I've got to unpack my van." And, cut a very long story short, I nearly got knocked the fuck out. But, we were all right in the end. But they were there. The builders, about 3 years ago, put a lantern in this extension, one of these roof lantern things. They were there putting a tin hat over the top for the builder to come back later on in the week to actually remove the lantern and start all over again. So it was quite a massive job. But yeah, as Ryan said, don't wind up a scaffolder.
No. It's always a bad idea.
It's not. It's like poking a stick at a bear. What do you fucking mean? Yeah, he wasn't very happy at all. So yeah, not
especially not on a Monday morning before he's got his bag.
Yeah, not a good idea. Right.
Well, my Monday morning wasn't much better.
What?
So I had about 5 hours sleep.
Oh yeah,
gone out on
Sunday night.
Well, no, not so much Sunday night. Sunday afternoon, mate's birthday, so I went up to London. Started snowing, and then drinking some beers as well. And I'm not a big drinker. Yeah, I stumble back in through the door at 1 o'clock. Get to bed by about 2. Wake up at about 6:30, really not feeling it, not. I got the biggest coffee I could get from Costa, and I went, but luckily I had to go and take Bex to get her COVID vaccine, and instead of giving it to us in Woking, which would have made sense, we had to go to Sutton, which is near like Croydon, so 45-minute drive.
So what time did you get to work?
About 7:45.
And what time did you drop? We have to go and pick Becky up?
Well, her appointment was at 12 o'clock, I think, or 11 o'clock.
Yeah.
But either way, so I left at 11, got up there. We found the thing together, the centre, and there was a big queue there. She was like, "Oh, are you going to wait with me?" I was like, "No, I'm going to go back to the van and I'm going to sleep." So it was quite nice. I had about an hour and a half kip in the front of the van around lunchtime, and then she got to get a knock on the window, waking me up, and drive back. And I felt a lot better. That's all I needed was that extra hour and a half.
I phoned you up about 9 o'clock tonight. You sounded terrible.
Yeah.
So God knows what you look like.
Thankfully, Joe was there in the morning to sort of talk to the customer, because I wasn't doing much talking.
God, yeah, it wasn't pretty.
Yeah, that might be the last time I do that.
Yeah, I think it might be
not the best idea. But when it's there on a plate, I shouldn't. But I'll go on.
Yeah, but not on a Sunday. Right?
Yeah, no, not on a Sunday. That was the mistake.
Fucking idiot. I had a phone call in the week from this developer that I think did we talk about it in the podcast before?
I don't know. Don't think so.
Well, she gave me that job, didn't she? Then took it away because the builder wanted to use his decorators.
Yeah.
We have spoke about it, haven't we?
Maybe.
But anyway, I've stayed in touch with her. She gave me an outside to do, so we've done that. Anyway, she phoned me up, and she's moving from the property she got now to the new one that the builder used the decorators on, and not me.
Mm-hmm.
So she phoned me. She said, I'm moving out. She said, and I need it sort of freshened up for when the tenant moves in. I said, fine. She said, you've got between the 8th and the 12th of June to do it. I said, well, what do you want done? She said, well, a bit of filling, a couple of walls, bits and pieces touched in, just to sort of make it look a bit clean and tidy.
Yeah, not a full repaint, just a bit of a freshen.
Just sort of like a freshen up. She said, you got between the 8th and the 12th to do it of June. I thought, that's good. I said, oh, but hang on a minute. She said,
got 4 days there.
you can't. Yeah, exactly. She said, you can't do it on the 12th. She said, because the tenants are moving in. I said, okay. I said, so that gives me a few. She said, well, no, actually, she said, you can't do it on the 11th either because the cleaners are cleaning the
Have you got an
property.
actual script there? Or do you keep looking down at your notebook like you've actually written this out?
Off. I told you I'm up in my game this week.
Oh, Jesus fuck! Do you see that pig up there? Fucking hell, he's high. Didn't know he had a Red Bull.
Yeah.
Why has he got wings on him?
Bit like you on Sunday. Anyway, you said you can't do the 11th. She said because the cleaners are there. She said, when I come to think of it, she said you can't even do the 10th. She said because the carpet cleaners are coming to clean the carpets.
Oh, I love working in jobs after they've cleaned the fucking carpets. Dust sheets all fucking damp.
And she said also on the 8th. She said we're moving out. I said so really the only day that's free is the 9th. She said, well, yeah, come to mention it, it is. That's probably the only day you can do it. I said, so it started off really nice, like I had 4 days to fit this job in. I said, and now...
just weasel around, do some filling for a couple of days.
I said, is there anything else happening on the 9th, so we can narrow it down to a couple of hours? So it turns out this job that I thought was quite nice and relaxed is now to be done on the 9th of June. So,
nice.
But it was I was quite impressed by the way she sort of lured me in. You know, I've got this job and it's you got 4 days to do. Oh, hang on a minute, no. So then she just sort of like wound it down, put the pressure on a bit more, then a bit more pressure and a bit more pressure. But yeah, so looks like on the 9th of June I'm doing this rental. The only good thing is it's round the corner, and it's hopefully not too much work. So that's that was I just thought it was funny the way that I got. Taken for an idiot again.
God,
so
a bit of a pattern coming up now.
What you got, Rye?
Nothing.
Today's podcast is sponsored by Ryan and
nothing.
You really haven't, have you?
No.
Right.
I've got nothing. All right. I've got a shit take of the week.
Oh yes, have that then. Then we go from the free to the paid.
I put on a question up on one of the forums on a wallpapering group, going, "What?
Oh yeah.
What's something you wish you'd learn early on in papering that you didn't? What's like a little trick or a little bit of advice or blah blah blah?" And someone puts up. I'll get the actual thing.
So these are two regular things then?
What?
A shit take and what can get fucked?
Yeah, not regular
no,
so much, but it tends to get a little bit frustrated through the week.
Yeah,
and
like
it's
that,
it's either someone's just got a really shitty opinion about something that I think's a load of bollocks, or something's just really crap and go get fucked. So I asked on there, like, yeah, you got it. One of the comments was, wouldn't change a thing. The industry changes constantly. Every day can be a school day sometimes. The best way to learn is on the spot. There's no substitute for experience. My issue is that last little bit. The best way to learn is on the spot, right? So the best thing is to go in there with no knowledge at all. But there's no substitute for experience. Well then, if I've got the experience and I'm not learning on the spot, and if I'm learning on the spot, I don't have the experience.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, to me, that's a fucking massive contradiction. And it fucking annoys me sometimes when, I've been in the game, blah, 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 blah. So does that mean I can only do a shit job?
Yeah, but that means...
Because then I wouldn't ever do any papering if I didn't... If I thought it looked shit. I don't like leaving shit work.
Yeah, but it's the same when you get an old age. I'm 85, Well, what the fuck?
Yeah, so, congratulations. Yeah. You've managed to avoid death for fucking 84 years. You're a boring cunt, ain't you?
What does that mean? Well, yeah, I'm 85. Well, yeah, what? So what? Yeah. Well done. Congratulations. But how does that impact me? What, your age is after sort of 70, your age becomes really important.
Yeah.
Why?
Well, this is something I think I said to you years ago now, but like for me, respect isn't deserved, it's earned.
Yeah.
Just because you've made it to some old age doesn't mean you're not a dickhead.
Yeah,
Do you know what I mean?
Exactly, yeah.
I can still treat you with no respect being 80 or 40 or 20.
Just because you're 85, you don't actually. There's not an age where
yeah,
you.
it's not as if you've suddenly got a fucking. Oh yeah, I know everything about life now because I'm old.
Yeah. Well, funny that. Well, let's. Ryan and I made an appearance on Talk Radio in the week.
Yeah, that was a experience.
But again, why we're on there for Boris Johnson apparently his wallpaper is falling off the wall, so we got a phone call. Would we go on Talk Radio and talk about it? They
probably used flake, that's why.
Yeah. So these £800 wallpapers falling off the wall.
Yeah, only a little 5-minute spot, wasn't it?
Yeah, exactly. So we went on there, had a chat with Mark Dolan, nice bloke, and all that again. So we went on there, and apparently I did listen because. Bit the same as Ryan, but when you come off there, you get people phone up. You don't really you're not really interested.
Yeah.
But my missus was listening, and I was asked how are you wallpaper. Bear in mind, we're on there for 5 minutes.
Yeah, we're not on there for like a podcast where we can free form talk for a couple of hours.
Exactly.
It was quite a tight little segment.
So Boris Johnson's wallpaper is falling off the wall. What did you do? How do you put up wallpaper properly? I said, well, prepare the walls, rub them down, fill them, rub them down, maybe line them if they need lining, and then apply the paper. So said that, and then apparently I didn't listen to it, but apparently I got told by my missus. Bloke phoned up. Oh, they're not proper decorators. You think that's not how you're weighing wallpaper?
Well, I don't know how there's much
I'm not on there.
Prep it, line it. If I can hang it, there's not.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not on there giving a fucking 15-minute tutorial. What are you talking about, mate? It's a quick. Why? And this is what gets me. Why can't decorators just support each other? Why have they always got to feel like they've got to one-up you and they've always got to be better? And it's like. I was talking to Max the other day and I was explaining something to him. Oh, well, I got told to do it this way. I said, well, that's fair enough. As long as the end result is the same, there's.
Yeah, and I have a bit of an issue with that saying, but not necessarily just how it looks, because sometimes we're not painting just for the looks. We are painting for protection maintenance, that type of thing.
Yeah.
So as long as all of those conditions are met, it doesn't matter what route you've gone down, but it still needs to be prepped properly, primed properly, protected properly.
But it just seems you get these people, painters, decorators.
You could chuck 2 coats of oil satin straight on a door, like a bare timber door, and it'd look the same that first day as a properly prepped and finished door.
Yeah, I understand what you're saying.
Yeah.
But I just feel that...
Doesn't roll off the tongue as easy, though.
No, but I just feel like there's Dave's way of decorating, and what Dave says is that's it, that's gospel. Dave's
a cunt.
But yeah, it's just I don't know what it is. It's just frustrating.
I just don't get how I'm supposed to get all of this experience, but also learn on the spot.
Yeah.
And then why would I do a job if there's no substitute for experience, but the only way to get that experience is by doing it? Then I wouldn't do it because I don't have the experience to do a good job in the first place. It doesn't make sense to me.
No, I do.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I think paper hanging, once you get it, is actually quite an easy thing to do.
Yeah, but it's same as anything, innit? If you're good at it, you make it look easy.
Not even if you once you understand the concepts of how you fold the paper and why these certain things happen, it's actually not too difficult to do. It is just a lot. It's not like painting where you can bust into a room, chuck sheets down and start painting the ceiling straight away. You do have to think about it, and you do have to spend a lot of time thinking about it.
Well, it wasn't until I went on that mural course from Dulux Academy.
Straight.
Brewers. Don't fucking mention Brewers. That I realised exactly how much thought, and it is actually the planning that is the important part of wallpaper.
I now, if depending obviously if I've got like 4 drops, I'm not going to spend hours on it. But if I've got a decent amount of hanging to do, or it's in an awkward spot, I'll plan it, and then I'll have a cup of tea, and I'll stand there with a cup of tea, looking at it, making sure that I've thought through every angle.
Yeah.
There's someone put up a picture the other day that they had finished paper in this room bar 1 drop, and 1 drop fit perfectly down next to the window, but not enough to wrap around the reveal. Yeah.
God.
So there wasn't enough to pull it around the reveal, and 1 full drop would be
Ooh, yeah.
And I think I didn't say to the blokes, I don't like really like putting people down on Facebook and stuff. But like,
Yeah, let it soak. Stretch it.
yeah, but that's what he done. But I was like, surely isn't that a bit of planning? Where
Yeah.
if you'd thought that out, you'd realise that
Well,
would hit you in that corner,
that's
and you might have been able to hide it somewhere else.
That's exactly it. We're not. I mean, I went on that mural course, which was quite a good one-piece mural, which was really good to get into. But on that course, they then explained other wallpapering techniques.
Yeah.
And I could hang wallpaper before I went on that, but there was, like I say, a lot on the planning side, like getting 3 or 4 drops of wallpaper out and finding the middle of the drops.
Yeah.
Because
Finding where the patterns lay and
yeah,
stuff like
exactly. And whereas before I'd measure the middle of the wall and that'd be it.
Yeah, start banging it up.
Yeah, and that's completely wrong. And I tried to explain that to someone the other day, and they just couldn't get it. You know,
Yeah.
you lay out 3 or 4 drops on the floor, and then actually look at the pattern and look where the middle of that pattern is.
The middle of the wall
Is not the
it
middle.
will
of the,
come to the edge of the paper, but
Yeah.
the edge of the paper
It's not
might
the
not
middle
be
of
the
the
middle
pattern.
of the pattern.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
It's
And I like sitting there with a laser level and pinging it, like sit it in the corner of the room and just ping it onto every corner and just see how out of square all of them are. So
Yeah.
I know, this one here I'm going to have to pull it down a bit, or this one here I'm going to have to put a splice in the corner to come round it properly.
I'll tell you what.
Like I've got, I don't know if I put them on my Instagram, but I've done a little downstairs WC, and in the coming out of the corners, because even though it was like 3 foot, but it was probably a good like 3/4 of an inch out down the bottom. So I had to splice it, and a couple of this pattern's like a safari pattern. A couple of the zebras and a couple of the elephants have got 3 eyes and 6 legs, because I had to splice it and pull it so it runs straight down the rest of the room.
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
I do like papering because it's very much like, if you don't think about it, you will stitch yourself up. And sometimes you can start one side of the room and you fucked yourself already before you even started hanging that first drop, because you're thinking about starting there and you're going to get screwed up on the third wall round.
Yeah.
You've already, I like the fact that, but if you plan it properly, it will go right because you've planned it properly.
It does make your brain work, doesn't it? It does make you think, and it does keep you
When it goes right, it slaps up. That's what I like about it. I like a reverse hang, no match, paste the wall. My easy fucking favourite thing ever.
Yeah. Right.
So, if you go to pod.fan/TWO-a-microphone/extras.
I'll put a link in the description.
Because a couple of my mates, I think I got asked, big up Sam Bowery, Dom Lawson. I think they're the only 2 that really listen.
I thought is thinking
So
I was still listening then
Who?
from Australia.
Yeah, Dom.
Oh yeah.
I was there on Saturday and I done that shouted that full thing out. But he's like, where'd you get it from? Pod.fan/. You can chip a little bit of money our way and get the extensions that we do on this podcast every week.
Where this week we're going to be talking about things that can get fucked.
Which is Brewers. So if you're from Brewers, marketing, PR, or anything like that,
get fucked.
Give us some fucking money.
Yeah,
and
it makes a bit of a change from you trying to fucking rob me.
If you are from Brewers, the 250 one's not for you. I think you need at least a £20-30 donation for that. Don't forget to follow at @S&D_decorating on Instagram.
Painting and decorating tips by TJ. Ryan,
fucking hell,
man. I was just letting it breathe.
God.
I was letting it breathe.
I told you were putting the backpack on this week, and you shrugged it off and started running down the road.
No.
Don't forget to look at John Mears' blog, jmears.co.uk, and check out his free webinar on the 27th of May at 7 p.m.
Yeah.
I'm just doing it myself. Fuck yeah.
Okay.
Don't forget to follow Dial Square Decorating on Instagram.
Fuck off, Joe. No.
What else?
I think I was just going to say that since I've been in charge of the content this week, it's definitely been more fucking painting and decorating related. That's all I'm saying. Right, catch you guys next week. If you want to find out what can get fucked, you've had a pretty good idea. Join us for the extras.
It's Brewers.
Catch you all next week.
Bye.
Right, I tell you what can get fucked. I am absolutely fucked off with fucking Brewers.
Keep going.
Well, or shall I?
No, just go.
Right,
Just go.
Brewers. They are.